will leave his role as the chief coach of Enyimba to focus totally on the Super Eagles job. And let's see how all of that would also work out. Unfortunately, Nigeria lost one of the Babangida brothers, Ibrahim Babangida, that's the younger brother of Tijani Babangida. Both of them were involved in an accident yesterday, and unfortunately, Ibrahim died. And you trust Nigerians when the news filtered in, and you trust news people. The first thing that came was that Ibrahim Babangida is dead, and guess where everybody's mind went to? The former military dictator of Nigeria. I had to reach out to a mentor, like, what's going on? He was like, I know that they also reach out because he's the one managing the PR of IBB, and I know he's not the one who. And I just opened it and I'm like, why would you people sensationalize to this level, to this point? It's like just say footballer Babangida is dead. Which one is?
It's still a tragedy. It's still a huge tragedy, and we pray that God comforts the Babangida family. We hear that both brothers were actually involved, and TJ, the more popular of the Babangidas, survived, even though there was actually some doubt about whether or not he was going to survive. Last I heard was that he was left in a stable condition, even though he's still yet to get back to full cognizance. But we wish him full recovery, and rest in peace, Ibrahim Babangida, former under-17 international for Nigeria. So no mean feat. It's just sad. But we shall not continue on the sad note. Let's talk NBA real quick. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, by the way, so you get to see ᴑᴏᴛ Cʀᴜɪsᴇ in his Friday outfit, and me with my dark shades on. I think I'm going to make this a Friday thing now. Tell them what you called me. Tell them what you called me as I entered the studio today.
I called you the former Arsenal captain, Marcel Striker.
That's not what you called me. That's not what. Say it with your own mouth. Say it with your mouth.
Oba. I have a friend in school, Samson Obadari.
Wow. Because I came in with dark shades, called me about that. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Anyway, we saw two more NBA playoffs games. Game 2 actually, one in the East and one in the West. Paced, and the Boston Celtics cost me a lot of money because they lost surprisingly at
you
home.
Bet on basketball
To the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Is it also available on bet?
What is not available on bet in this life?
Hey.
People playing video games.
I hope Rapture is not available on bet.
Esports, video games are available on bet. So people that are playing game, you can bet on them. This one will beat this one. So
like something you don't have a control over.
So everything is available.
He's gone
on bet. We'll talk about betting on the Bet side of the show. That's coming up by 6:30. But for now, Boston Celtics 94-118 blown out on their own soil in front of their own fans. The TD Garden, Jason Tatum had a decent game, at least for what I consider his best game of the playoffs so far, but it was not close to being enough. 25.7 rebounds and 6 assists, but it was outshined by Donovan Mitchell, Spider, with 29.7 rebounds and 8 assists for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Caris LeVert also contributed big, 21.6 rebounds and 3 assists. It was a double-double for Evan Mobley, 21 points and 10 rebounds. The Boston Celtics looked like they were missing their big man Kristaps Porzingis, and you could see what Mobley and the other Cavaliers big men did in the paint yesterday. The only other game in the early hours of this morning or yesterday by American time was OKC dropping game 2 to the Dallas Mavericks, so meaning that both of those series are now tied at 1-1. OKC 110-119 against the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic coming up clutch for Dallas with 29 points, 10 rebounds and 7 assists, just 3 assists short of a triple-double. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander reacted to losing out on the MVP award and coming back by leading the game in scoring with 33 points, 12 rebounds and 8 assists, just 2 assists short of a triple-double. But some of the biggest performers on the night, PJ Washington, who has been incredible in this playoffs run for the Dallas Mavericks. 29 points, 11 rebounds for him. It was a quiet night for Kyrie Irving. Did not even make double digits in points. 9 points, 3 rebounds and 11 assists. So he focused more on being a creator. While we're still on top of basketball, we have to note that the winning streak is over for the Rivers Hoopers, losing to Duanes, like we said, we spoke about yesterday. 54-56, a very narrow narrow scoreline, narrow defeat for Rivers Upas, also has started by winning their first 3 games in the group against APR of Rwanda, Douanes, and Monastir. So as it stands, after 4 games played, Rivers United are still top of that group, and ahead of APR and Douanes and Monastir. So I will continue to follow the progress of Rivers Upas and opened for them the best. It must have been crushing to lose that game in such such a slim margin. Douanes with a buzzer beater. In fact, the game winner is on our screens at the moment in the studio. So it was tied at 54, but with the last possession of the game, they give up the final game winner to Douanes to end the 3-game winning streak for Rivers Upas. But we'll continue to wish them the best as they look to do this, to do Nigeria proud in the Basketball Africa League. Anyway, Sports Cūƙū 98.3. Let's divert away from basketball real quick, and we'll talk about the Europa League in more detail as we return from the break. But Cūƙū, Player of the Month, deserved, okay?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the last time a Chelsea player won it was September 2018. That was Eden Hazard.
5 years. 5 long years.
5 is 2018 to 2024. 5. That's 6.
5 years and some months, so it's not yet.
Well, September. That's true, though. But I think for that reason, let's just say he's deserved it. Although I've seen quite a lot of players that did, pretty good this last month. Kai Havertz, for instance, in 2 derbies against Chelsea and against Tottenham Hotspur, he had 2 goals and an assist over both games. Bukayo Saka, 1 goal, 3 assists as well. So I mean, there are also players that did so well for themselves. But above all, I think you have to give a lot of credit to Cūƙū, and hey, maybe this is the only one who's going to win. I don't know. I just feel Foden is going to win the Player of the Season.
No doubt about that. No doubt about
Cūƙū could also win the Young Player of the Season, by the way, but I don't know. I think he really deserved this one. He's had an amazing season, just crossing over for Manchester. I don't know what the motivation is. I don't know what the drive is. I don't know, maybe he's wanting to prove Manchester City that they were wrong to have let him go, or he's just wanting to be a case of one-eyed man in the league of blind people. That's what he's enjoying at Chelsea at the moment. But the most important thing is that you can't say he not deserved it. He's had a stellar season by all standards. I mean, for him to be up there with the likes of Haaland and getting up there in numbers, Watkins, for a player that is barely 21 years old, I think a lot of credit needs to go to what Cūƙū has done this season. So I think he deserves it. And the fact that I got the goal of the month as well. Crazy goal against Everton. That's 6-0 drubbing, at Stamford Bridge. Well deserved for him.
Yeah, well deserved for Cūƙū. We have to go pay some bills, but real quick, trying to go over Rivers United. In case you want to follow Rivers United's action, they are in action tomorrow. So Rivers United will be playing tomorrow against APR. Then
why are you calling Rivers United? Is it
Rivers Upas? Rivers Upas. Brain freeze moment. Rivers Upas. Sorry about that. I beg your pardon. Rivers Upas will be playing against APR tomorrow by 3:30 p.m. So yeah, I'm sure that will be on TV, and there are streams on YouTube as well that you can follow that with. Then Rivers Upas, not United. Rivers Upas will be in action again on Sunday in what is their final group stage game.
But United have sacked their manager.
Monastir. That is why I keep calling Rivers United. We'll talk about it on the other side of the show. The longest serving manager in the league, Stanley Eguma. After 11 years, I think. Yeah, Stanley Eguma is no longer the coach of Rivers United. Not to confuse for Rivers Upas, the basketball team. Well, hey, let's pay some bills. We'll be right back. Sports Cūƙū 98.3 FM. Today, on your dial, and we are about to have even more fun. If you are just joining us, you have not missed a lot. We'll be right back.
Real hard water shield cement now confirm. #1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. #1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. New Lafarge water shield cement number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement number one. Put full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or they shame. Foundation and basement to call, no shame. WG cement for water lock areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. Lafarge, so confirm cement. New Lafarge water shield cement and confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That's why anytime I cook like this, I always season them with no cubes. Come add correct vegetables inside. Ugu, tatashe, shombo, onions. No one I know they put. Now it make my pikin them, they always enjoy my cooking.
Daddy, I never will. I want more.
You see?
All your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with no cubes for that to get delicious taste. Today, chop better.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. WG cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. New Lafarge water shield cement number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement number one. Good full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or they shame. Foundation and basement to call, no shame. WG cement for water lock areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. Lafarge, so confirm cement. New Lafarge water shield cement and confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. WG cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. New Lafarge water shield cement number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement number one. Good full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or they shame. Foundation and basement to call, no shame. WG cement for water lock areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. Lafarge, so confirm cement. New Lafarge water shield cement and confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with Knorr seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So, go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. WG cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. New Lafarge water shield cement number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement number one. Good full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or they shame. Foundation and basement to call, no shame. WG cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. Lafarge, na confirm. Cement, new Lafarge water shield cement na confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial. 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.
Psst. I see dead people. Hey, monster on the beat. Both in rap. He a freak throw man down. Call her Amber Lambs. Tell him breathe, bro. Never to the cross. He walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabronis? Trying to see Compton. They in the street can hit. Come on, they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. Beat your hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some on him. Pull on him, extort, really the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. You hear that talk to him and they in love? Just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified. Wop, 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 wop. That him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop? I think that Oakland show will be your last stop. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the hour? Let's go. The audience not.
Yeah, they're not like us. If you are familiar with the sport of battle rapping, you know this was a knockout punch from Kendrick Lamar to Drake over last weekend, and the euphoria has still not died down whatsoever. Anyway, let's talk about knockouts. And AS Roma and Marseille have been knocked out of the Europa League semi-finals, meaning the final is set up between Atalanta and Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen are now unbeaten in 49 games. Okay, what was going through your mind when it was 2-0 to Roma? 87 minutes of football played.
I think Leverkusen basically does the handicap game now. They just allow you to score. They just go. Don't worry, we'll come.
Enjoy yourself.
They've had 11 games this season
Where they were trailing,
that they've trailed into 90 minutes. Against Quarterback 3 times this season, even against Bayern, against big teams, Roma, they've trailed into 90 minutes. 94th minute, 97th minute, 99th minute, 93rd minute, almost all the 90-something minutes, they've had to come back. And that yesterday, I think a lot of people had their draft out already. Oh, but in fact, people were already making posts like, oh, if Bayern should come back from this one, I'll delete my social media and do admin suspend me from this Telegram group. They were just saying a lot of stuff. I wasn't exactly really interested. I just didn't want that unbeaten run to end. And the moment the own goal came in, I just knew that, you see this what's it called? This Bayer Leverkusen side, they could just get that second goal. Immediately that own goal came that made it 2-1 from AS Roma. I mean, just the ease at which they do these things. I don't know which of these games would be the best if you had to ask Xabi Alonso much later, maybe in his footballing career, if you had to ask him that this season, which of the games was the best for you? They've had it over and over again. Even in the round of 16 stage of the Europa League, they were trailing Quarterback as early as 17 minutes to the game 2-0. We thought they were done and dusted. We thought they were home to roast. At the end of the day, they still turned the game around. And I really feel bad for AS Roma yesterday. They had all of the game on their control. All they need to do is just seal it up, just push Bayer Leverkusen to the end. And somebody just made a post I think yesterday that the UEFA Super Cup, that's if Real Madrid wins the Champions League and if Bayer Leverkusen wins the UEFA Cup, that when they play the UEFA Super Cup, that's all through the game nobody will play anything. That on the 87th minute, that's where both of the teams will be waiting for Juju cancel Juju. And I think it's just basically about what Bayer Leverkusen has been about all season. I don't know what Xabi Alonso tells them. I don't know what the guys are flying with. I don't know what motivates them. I don't know what drives them. I don't know how far they can go. I don't know if they can replicate
Speaking of how far they can go, Leverkusen are 4 games away from making legit history.
Immortality.
2 games in Bundesliga, Bochum this weekend on Sunday, in fact, and then on the final day at home to Augsburg. They finished those 2 games without losing. They end this league season unbeaten. And then you look at when they will play the Europa League final on the 25th. That's a week on the 22nd. I beg. That's like 4 days after the Bundesliga season has ended. By then, if they don't lose the 2 remaining Bundesliga games, there will be 51 games unbeaten by then. So the 52nd game of their season will be against Atalanta in the Europa League final, which we will talk about in more detail at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. After that, their final game of the season, 52nd and final game of the season, will be the DFB Pokal final against Kaiserslautern. That's 3 days after the Europa League final. So it's about to be a busy at the Olympia Stadium in Berlin. It's about to be a busy final week of the season for Bayer Leverkusen. 4 games. If they can avoid defeat in all of these 4 games, they will not only win the treble, they will win the treble without losing a single game in all competitions. Can it be done?
Yes. And I think the closer they get to this record, the more difficult it could be for them, and the more resilient the team would always be as well. And I was expecting that on the 80th minute yesterday, when Xabi Alonso needed the goal, he was going to bring in Victor Boniface. He did not. He just stuck to the boys. He knew they were going to put it up, and the bulk of the pressure was from Roma yesterday. I just don't know where these Bayer Leverkusen goals came from, and they just kept coming, and they just kept coming. And on the dot of the 97th minute, they just got the goal, and they knew what they had to do. I mean, you need to go and look at the line of games for Xabi Alonso. You just see win. Then you see draw. The last 5 games, they've had 2 wins and 3 draws. In that 6 games, they've had 4 draws and 2 wins. But it means that they can always go. But the funny thing is that maybe this time around they knew that a draw was all they needed against AS Roma, and they will have just gotten the job done. But in the finals, you know they have to go all out and win. Against Atalanta, you know you have to go all out and win. Against Karlsruhe, they have to also go out and win.
But at what point does it become a problem? This constantly going down, you know, and having to come back. At what point? Because this is 49th game of the season, and to be fair, it's not like they've done that in every single game. You said about 11 games this season they've been trailing into the 90th minute. And I think about out of that 11, they've gone down to 2 goals or more in 4 of those games. 4 or 5. So can they afford to do any of that in this final 4 games of this, especially the 2 finals? I'm
not even sure if it's something they're doing deliberately. So we can't say can they afford to do it.
But if you concede 2 in a final,
it's not like they just it's not like they just wake up and say, guys, don't worry, let them score. Let them score in the 37th minute and let them score in the 69th minute. We'll still equalize and win the game. It's not like they do it deliberately. I don't know. Maybe they just got in that level of confidence that no matter how far you stretch us, we'd always get the goal. Or perhaps they just feel like maybe they feel more motivated when they have to play the catch-up game. Like I said, I don't know what is in the mindset of these boys. I don't know what Xabi Alonso has told them. I don't know what they talk to each other about. Because even when they are trailing, their heads are not down. They keep coming at you. They keep throwing everything at you. And then once that first goal comes in, you just know that the second. Somebody said Xabi Alonso and Real Madrid is a marriage made in heaven, because it's almost like a replica of what Don Carlo is doing. You should stop calling him Carlo Ancelotti. Just Don Carlo.
You just know it is going to happen at the end of next season.
At some point, you always know.
Naturally, Xabi Alonso.
At the end of it's exactly what it is. But I don't know if they could be lucky in the finals today. And it's difficult for you to want to. They say if it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's something that has worked for the team. But like,
but do you think if they concede 2 to Atalanta, do you think they are coming back?
I'm confusing myself. Because I already said
they are not doing it
deliberately.
So should they keep conceding?
No, I'm saying that will they continue to concede and continue to hope that they will have that last push, that final stretch to come in and get the job done. Like I said, the final, you can't get a draw. A draw, unlike AS Roma yesterday, where a draw took them to the finals. In the finals, the game would have to end. Even if you play 120 minutes, you would have to play penalty. Even if you play penalty the whole night and nobody wins, you continue the following day if there's no visibility. So there has to be a winner. The same thing with the German Cup final as well. There has to be a winner. So I don't know how far they can go. But no disrespect to the team they play in the German Cup. I think that one is already in the bag.
𝐴ᴜ.
The biggest deal now is going to be Boniface versus Demola Lookman. Demola Lookman he's been so exceptional for Atalanta this season. While he was away at the AFCON, he had a good AFCON. When he came back, it's almost like he never left. He scored a goal yesterday, got another assist. He was just so instrumental for Atalanta in this their run in the Europa League. So I don't know how much. See, the fact that they won the German Bundesliga, and I give them that confidence that no matter how bad our season is, we are league champions.
If anybody's wondering,
we are going into.
If anybody's wondering why Okpa is so confident that the DFB Pokal final is done and dusted, it's because 𝐴ᴜ are not a Bundesliga team. They are in the second Bundesliga. And in that second Bundesliga, they are 14th on the table.
They are struggling to stay there.
Yeah, battling relegation. They are 4 points clear of the relegation zone with 2 games left to play.
So I'm sure this final is even a distraction to them.
Yeah, if you did it, but because the final comes at the end of the season, so it's probably
exactly. And the final qualifies them for playoff.
So
that's the funny thing about the German Bundesliga.
There is a strong possibility that they might even have been relegated by the time the final comes around. Even though they are just 4 points ahead of the relegation zone at the moment. So Leverkusen are the obvious favourite to win that one at the Olympics.
But unfortunately for them, the final is coming after the final of the Europa League. I didn't mean it's the final that will come before the last
3 days after. Would that have an effect?
If they win the Europa League final, I'm sure Xabi Alonso, no disrespect, will probably just say, boys, those of you that have played cumulatively 2 hours or 4 hours all season,
and Alonso has an history of doing that. He has a very, very good command of his squad. Yes. He used this entire squad. This is not about everybody knows who the starters are, but the bench players get minutes as well.
You already know that once you are warming up, you know that you are coming in for this player.
It rotates frequently.
I mean, that's what kept the team together to come this far. The team of a set of young people that have got so much future and potentials for them. And again, I don't know if they win the Europa League final. See, they will go for the treble. See, that's everyone will fall. They will go for the treble. If they lose the Europa League final, they will still go for double. Do you understand? That means they got to final of, well, the German Bundesliga is not a final, but they won the entire Bundesliga season. They did not lose.
But let's examine worst case scenario before we go on break for the Beba segment of the show. Worst case scenario, they lose all 4 games. Is it still a record breaking season?
You whining me? 49 already is a record broken. Was it not 48 that was the record
first
by
title
Benfica
in 115
from 1963 to 1965 season for Benfica? The fact that they've gone 48, they equal the record, and then they set the record by 1 game that was yesterday, means that they are now immortal. Immortal means they are the top. They are the one everybody wants to catch up with now.
As they can end their season and lose all 4.
They can end the season and lose all 4. The fact that they also won the German Bundesliga for the first time in over 100 years history of the club. God, I'm waiting for the German Bundesliga team of the season. I want to see how many Leverkusen players will be in the team. Automatically, Alonso becomes the German Bundesliga coach of the season.
I think Alonso is going to be the coach of the year in the world, not even just
exactly because it's
when the Ballon d'Or awards come, when the FIFA awards come.
If Arteta wins the Premier League,
doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters.
There's nothing anybody can do from a managerial perspective. What
Alonso had done. He's had a crazy season.
Anyway, let's quickly show love to the other.
Worst case scenario today is that they win the 3, but they lose a game in German Bundesliga,
so they don't finish season unbeaten.
But whatever it is,
I think at this point the whole world is rooting for them to win all 4.
See, I know that by the end of this season, if you want to buy a Leverkusen jersey now,
better quickly buy it now.
Buy it now.
Quickly before we go on break, show love to the other semi-final. Ademola Lookman was on the score sheet for Atalanta in a 3-0 win to seal a 4-1 aggregate win in the semi-final, head straight to the final. So it's a Nigeria versus Nigeria final in the Europa League. Either way, a Nigerian will win, whether Ademola Lookman, Destin Teller, or Victor Boniface. Let's hear from Beba real quick. Sports Cruise, we'll be right back.
You define better odd. I be you one play correct cost. Over 1.5, I be you one bet. Say, but seem no go score at all level. Hey, we get better pay out to one. Don't worry, we there for you. Our odd, chap right out. We know the feeling show. Oh no, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. want to bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
My brain always took me to the place where we are lifting the Premier League. That's what my brain is doing at the moment. So I just follow my brain and my gut, and this is how I feel. And this is as well the way that I want everybody to think. And hopefully we can achieve it.
Yeah, welcome back. Sports Cruise on 98.3 FM. We're in the second half of the show, brought to you, of course, by Bet Baba. The voice you heard before we came back was that of Arsenal coach Mikel Arteta. Do not be confused. He says, and I quote once again, his brain says that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League. Whether his brain is right or wrong, let me give you one more listen.
Just move on toward your destination.
My brain always took me to the place where we are lifting the Premier League. That's what my brain is doing at the moment. So I just follow my brain and my gut, and this is how I feel. And this is as well the way that I want everybody to think. And hopefully we can achieve it.
All right, this is a bit of arrogance or confidence. Which one? Which is it? Okwayemi?
None. It's basically about just giving the right energy to the boys, and I watched him on a podcast, and there's this UK guy that I follow. He has special needs guy and all of that, and he asked Arteta that where would Arsenal win the Premier League. And Arteta told him that it's going to be the last game against Everton at the Emirates Stadium. Is that sure? Is that confident? If you look at the 3 games, see, Arsenal has got just 2 games left. Man City's got 3 games. So against Manchester United this weekend, if Arsenal wins against Manchester United this weekend, Man City will still play Fulham, and they still play Tottenham Hotspur, and I think they will still play the last game of the season is West Ham. So they play Fulham,
West Ham, Tottenham.
They play all of the 3 teams.
Sunday 4:30, Manchester United versus.
There's no way in this will lose that game at Old Trafford. Luke Shaw is back, he's gone again. Mason Mount is back, he's gone again. And Maguire is already out of the side. Tottenham Hotspur at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the first 5 minutes of that.
The COVID year 1-0.
Arsenal don't lost an away game in 2024. But home, I win my home. That's what they've been sharing. It's their season, even if they win the league. Most painful defeat for Arteta this season, and this Arsenal wins the league. It's as simple as that. If they have had, because they will have been leading Manchester City with 4 points, so they will sit back and ask at the Allianz Arena that are not coming to the Emirates Stadium to get the
Manchester United is their only
2 goals to win the game by 3 goals to 2. But the easy teach they got the first half, the job done at the first half, knows that these guys are not ready to sleep on training. Or West Ham United that have announced that the manager would leave. Or Tottenham Hotspur that they are ready to finish 7th. You understand that? Well, maybe it's just West Ham United striker.
Mikel Antonio.
He's now they're coachless because they've announced the departure of David Moyes. I remember the chance to allow Arsenal win the league by doing Arsenal a favor.
Whether they want to win or lose.
See, if that won that midweek outstanding game, do you understand what I'm trying to say? But look, you know what? To sleep. That for Arsenal to sleep. 2 games, 3 games. They just keep hoping that those 2 games. That Manchester City of those 2 games, the last game will be inconsequential. But by the time Man City plays those 2 games, they'll be leading Arsenal already.
Remain with us and read out the games before I give you the code later on. Some very, very neat. RB Leipzig to win at home to Werder Bremen in the German Bundesliga. Paris Saint-Germain Everton to win at home to Sheffield United. Bayer Leverkusen to win away at Boca Spanish La Liga. Atletico Madrid Celta Vigo Slovaco in the Czech Vern in the German to pick him.
Only 10. Which one is Wale knows how to pick them?
Nothing will happen to you. So just try it. Let me give you the code right about now. 3707706. 37. Sports Cruise on 98.3 FM. We are streaming live on Facebook as we continue to deliver you the best sports show in the land. In this economy. To me, us 4-1, but dropping a game in front of their Giral God's power says Arsenal should try and beat Man U. Arsenal have not beaten. Arsenal have not won.
That's what
Adebayo scored the only goal.
That's what gives all of the energy. That's what stands you as a team that is really intentional about winning the league. I've told you that Arsenal knows that they slipped against Aston Villa. If they drop point against Man U, and Man City goes ahead to also drop point, then you understand that Arsenal truly are the enemies of themselves. Do you understand? If Arsenal drop point on Sunday against Manchester United at Old Trafford,
City play first. What if City somehow drop point away at Fulham?
It put a lot of pressure on Arsenal, and that's exactly what. See, if you want to win, you always have to find a way to grind that result. The odds are absolutely against Manchester United on these fixtures. The team is in a bad shape. Even if the team is in a good shape, there's no how in this world anybody can tell me that
the team is shapeless.
If you want to do a combined Arsenal Man U 11 into this game, just call Arsenal 11.
I did it today, and only Bruno Fernandes made it objectively.
Ahead of who?
In the midfield, I had a midfield of Bruno Fernandes, Odegaard, and Declan Rice. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes, that's very fair.
Front three of Trossard, Havertz, and Saka. Back four of Tᴏɪᴛᴛ, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White.
Who do you want to put in the back for Maguire or Johnny Evans?
David Raya. Manager Mikel Arteta. Assistant coach Arsenal. Assistant coach. Fans Arsenal fans. There's no way Manchester United have more than Bruno Fernandes in this. We'll take your thoughts on that when we come back from another break. Let's hear from Bet Baba once again. Sports Cruise, don't go away.
You define better odd. I be you one play correct cost. Over 1.5, I be you one bet. Say, but seem no go score at all. Hey, we get better payout. Don't worry, we there for you. Our odd, chap right out. We know the feeling show. Oh, no, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. You see for Bet Baba, we win money. Bet Baba, cash out today easy. For Bet Baba, we get online games for you to play. Oh, God, yeah. We get better bonus. I need another no. Yeah, now Bet Baba play us on. Cash out no sharp. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying,
I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. Yeah, drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG. If you had a set, they give you the DP. Two civilian gang in real life, you PC. You know who really bang and set my YG. You know who really bang and set my Chuck T. You know who even bang and set out there CB. It cold, losing sleep on this, it ain't me. You better have some paperwork of that fake T.
Yeah, Sports Cruise on 98.3 FM. Family Matters by Drake. 0913630410 is the number to call if you want to join the conversation. The Arsenal combined, Manchester United combined 11. I only put Bruno Fernandes as the Manchester United player, and I quite think that has even been too generous. It should have been an Arsenal 11. Let's hear your thoughts. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen in the studio.
Hey, good evening, woman.
Yeah, I think I like that. All 11 you compare, the list you compare. It should don't mind that should have been all last now 11. The ones you put there, they are the exact man that can represent the true reputation of the league. Then again, on the run down to the Premiership, look, what I'm afraid of this. Any of these London clubs are not reliable. You understand? If Crystal Palace had been in the mix, I would have been more confident.
Wow. So you trust Crystal Palace more than West Ham, Tottenham, and Fulham?
Crystal Palace would have dealt Manchester City a deadly blow. These three are not reliable. You understand? You're going to see the way Manchester City will City. If Liverpool can go to Craven Cottage to beat Fulham, there's nothing stopping Manchester City from beating them. You understand? And then West Ham, they're not in a good position.
Man City is having 2 away games back to back. They travel to Craven Cottage, they travel to the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium before they host West Ham at the Etihad Stadium.
I understand, Mr. Pep. The more Arteta speak to the players, the more get Pep annoyed.
What's that one?
I don't know.
I don't understand. So
I don't know about
Pep
that.
has monopoly of dictating who gets what. Please, let's be serious.
All right, we'll continue to take more opinions and also do a little bit of previewing of the games to look forward to this weekend. But just in case you forgot, we have a 14-game accumulator on Bet Baba for your betting pleasure. 3707706 is the code. Punch that into Bet Baba, and you get to, see our 14-game accumulator of very, very possible straight wins. Anyway, let me let that boy Drake talk a little.
Lip lock with her, I get active when it's wartime. I ain't even really let my drop. What the I heard Rick drop, talking something about a nose job. Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy and doubt. I never told y'all. Put it in the bars, let it rock, kinda like your old job. House sitting on some land, but it's out where no one even really know y'all. Gotta drive 2 hours for you pay him just to give a. Must've started up a snowball, cause my last record deal was 400 ends. These days that's a low bar. Hey, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called? Which one of my so-called? Which one of my so-called? Need a sheriff on the click. Always knew I had to smoke out. Good kid, Mad City van, Will Potter legend, make the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you dying, it's a war cry. Weekend music getting played in all the spots where boys got a little more pride. That's why all your friends dip into Atlanta paying just to find a tour guide. Able run your bread, need to buy some more chains for some more guys.
Oh man, I'm saying on national radio now that if anything happens to me, he has a hand in it. Whatever it's whether good or bad, anything that happens to me, has a hand in it. Yeah, 0913630410 is the number to call. Let's take some of your thoughts on everything we've been talking about since today. Hello, good evening. Talk to me.
Good evening.
Hey.
Okay, good evening.
Man, your line is
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
can you hear me now?
Slightly better.
Okay. So, United is now going to now sit under the board. You understand? There's no problem. Okay, no problem now. That always been. No problem. I hear you. You remember what happened to Liverpool last season? The reason why they were getting beaten. It happened to them again for a long time period. You understand? And United didn't have a good season, no doubt. It's a great past season. But you are happened to perform to a big team. Liverpool, year 2000 only. And last season. And they managed to enter into the Europa League. So it's not a new thing. United is bad back. But I just surprise you. On Sunday, there might be a shocker. It has happened for against Liverpool 2 legs. So you can't compare.
Have we gotten to the stage where now United winning at home to us now is a shocker?
Is it not justified what I've said?
For now, right? There's no doubt. But based on what has happened, it's the truth. So let's not say the one now. Just in the season, we have a pass this season. It's a fact. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. The numbers are there.
It's justified for me to
say. My people trophy this season. And United still have a chance of winning the trophy.
Yes, sure.
The fact that
they've qualified for the FA Conference.
It's a fact, Baba.
0.001% is still a chance.
Yes, it's still a chance.
Is it security?
And wait. Fulham, Omakeya Lola. Tottenham, Omakeya.
Okay, answer this question for me. We are hearing Tottenham fans saying that they would rather finish 17th than let us now win the league. How come you United fans are very much comfortable with City winning the league? Is there no rivalry there?
No, I told Wale now. I believe Israel. Man, you will take either league, Premier League ahead of us now. I have said it before with my own process.
Which man you?
Yes. My words. But today is May 10. I will remind you next.
He said just made a bold statement. He said Manchester United will win the league ahead of us.
Keep it a record. Keep a record.
Yeah, that's what it means. That's Manchester United are likely to win the league.
You can't use the word useless on our show.
Thank you.
I understand that you people's blood is hot.
I get what you're going through, but you have to counter his greatness.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Sᴘᴏ from First.
What happened to your forces?
Welcome. Welcome back. Prodigal son.
I'm just busy.
Hey. Good to know you're good. So, contribute.
Yeah. I just wanted to say something. That guy that said those London clubs cannot be trusted is very correct. And you should also include Arsenal in the equation. Arsenal cannot be trusted.
I know the club is about to.
We are second and we are proud.
Second of what?
I said, are you a Man City fan all of a sudden?
I'm a Milan fan now.
Your internal rival beat you to win the league.
And they celebrated in front of your.
In fact, they were both tied on 19 league titles. Your internal rival beat you to collect 20.
Osebo, don't call this number till season finish.
I said this thing before. That we might have strength, we might have both players, but we're not as strong as Inter. Mentality wise, physicality wise, we're not as strong.
Inter are just a different beast this season.
Sorry about that, Osebo. Hello.
Hello, Alpha. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Greatness coming from Abaya.
Yeah, welcome, Greatness.
I want to address this issue.
Greatness, stop talking as if you are the one handling our 25th of every month. Speak up.
Talking like politician.
Why are you sounding like Mr. Okegberu?
You do want me to be shouting. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So you know at Teta, you get one strong way for last thing, not the body. Not the body. You see, before Aston Villa, I still have hope that I can win the league. After Aston Villa, now it's done and dusted. Me, I'm just counting like Man City have won the top of the strength. I don't have any doubt within me. I was just with one guy who did friends with me. I was telling him, Man City don't win or trophy. Don't break record. He was telling me the match on the Liverpool. I think that guy don't finish. Mark me. Bet this word. Tottenham will buy them for that stadium. When they say they win, they score for that stadium, we go that stadium, we compete them, come out. There is one thing I love with Pep Guardiola. Once you tell Guardiola he can't do it, Guardiola will do everything possible to do. Arsenal fans, I keep telling you guys, for heartbreaking, for feeling your heart, zero your mind from this Premier League. We did it to Manchester, we did it to Liverpool, we did it to Chelsea. The frustration that made Jurgen Klopp and Salah to be fighting is all this Pep Guardiola for, because they really want to win this thing, but they fail to win it. Because of heartbreaking, zero your expectations from this thing, because it's done and dusted.
All right, thank you very much. It's done and dusted. Greatness said that before we are done and dusted, we have to hear from Bed Baba one last time. Don't go away.
Do not obey, you must keep it the same. You define better odd. I bet you one play cause over 1.5. I bet you one bet say but seem no go score at all. Hey, we get better payout. Don't worry, we there for you. Our odd chapurata, we know the feel show. Oh no, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. You see for Bet Baba, we win money. Bet Baba, cash out today easy. For Bet Baba, we get online games for you. Oh, yeah, now Bet Baba they hustle. Cash out for sharp. Oh, darling, no. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Yeah, Sports Crew 6:57 minutes. We have to go, but let me sign out with one message on YouTube. And your name is actually confusing me. I have removed my shades because of you. I am Peter Parker. He spells it in an interesting way. He says, "Evening, guys. So it's only Pep that has the monopoly to speak to the press.
You don't understand.
That Egmont should stop joking, please. Thank you very much for your take. But we have to go. Thank you for rocking with us. There's a lot of games to look forward to tonight, even going into the weekend. You can check out Ligue 1. There's Brest versus Reims and Nice versus Le Havre. In the Bundesliga is Augsburg versus Stuttgart. Serie A, Inter Milan are in action tonight away at Frosinone. So league title secured for Inter, but you can still watch some good football. In La Liga is Alaves versus Girona. Still, even in the NBA, there are games to look forward to in the early hours of tomorrow morning. You see Indiana Pacers versus New York Knicks by 12 a.m. and 2:30 a.m. is Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, we have to go. Sports Cruise on Mena 98.3 FM has been lovely rocking with us. Keep us in your prayers. God knows we have to be there. Thank you. How are you spending your weekend?
Nothing much. Nothing much. Just do some TV appearance tonight. Get home and then just try to get some rest. And you understand how my body has been all week. And see, nothing they do me now. Only I no get.
Thank you. Rest easy.
Over that weather.
Rest in peace. To the young. When we are getting inside our sports cruise, we'll be back on Monday. Hopefully, we have a clearer idea of who is winning the Premier League title by then. Bye. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You're on the scheme, so keep on pushing.